What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock and what you should be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to talk about why we are most likely going to see a bit of a pullback for the market going into next week, but then I do see a very good recovery coming very, very soon as well. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with the CPI data, with the dark pool data for NIO, and what NIO put on their Twitter page that still makes me very excited for the long-term future of this company. Now, before I break anything down, I do have to mention a couple of things real quick. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire NEO community as a whole. The last things, if you guys can, please check out the WeBull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for WeBull with my link down below and open an account and deposit any amount of money, whether it's $1 or $2, it's up to you. You're guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. Once again, that's free money. And you could always sell these 5 free stocks and buy some NIO shares with that money. So this is a limited time offer that ends in just 7 days. So please check it out to get your free NIO shares. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, we're down only 1.77% for the day, and that's not actually horrible, not too bad. I did expect us to actually bounce and actually close a little bit in the green, but we ended up not seeing that. So even though that happens, the entire market took a bigger hit than we expected. However, I'm not necessarily going to make the claim that we're in a bear market because I don't see this as a long term bear market. I think that the market's temporarily going to see some red for the next, I would say, week or so before we get that big bounce we're looking for that's going to push us right back up. And this is how I see it happening. So, why do I think the market's going to take a hit next week? Well, here's the truth. The first thing is the market's a little bit on the fearful side. If you look at the fear and greed index, we're not looking too great right now, but we have the CPI data coming out. You have to remember this. In February, it was at 7.9%. CPI just means the consumer price index. It's typically used to measure inflation. It's not the best way of doing it, but that's typically what it's used for. So the data is coming out for March 2022. It's coming out on April 12th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be Tuesday, I believe. We have the big day coming. We're going to find out how on earth are we doing in terms of inflation and how is the Fed going to react. So as a result of this, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see inflation going down for that report. I think we're going to see the CPI data even higher. It's probably going to be around 8.5% or something like that. I mean, in February, it was supposed to be like 7.9%. For March, I think it's going to be over 8%, unfortunately. And I do see that as something that's going to push the market a little bit down. Not just NEO, the entire market collectively. Now, as a result of what's happening, right? We're seeing market makers also push this down, and we're seeing lots of trades kind of being redirected to those dark pools, the off-lit exchanges, because NEO is not your normal stock. There's a lot of manipulation that dictates the price. We're seeing like 51% of trades or 29 million of its volume on these off-lit exchanges. So there is manipulation there. There are sketchy things that happen. And as a result, I do see this pushing us down a little bit. So where do I see the share price going? Well, right now we're holding up above that $20 level of support. On Monday, do I see us being green? It's very possible for us to get a bit of a bounce. It is possible for us to be slightly green, but for Tuesday, when the CPI data and all that comes out, I expect this thing to actually drop a little bit. I would not be surprised if we dropped between the $20 and $18 range. So it's very possible for us to drop just a few dollars. It's very possible for us to drop over 5%. I'm going to be real with you, but it's not the end of the world because, like I said earlier, I don't see this as a long term bear market. I don't see this lasting a month because if you look at NEO, we have this gap. And this gap is going to bring us right back above $22. That's over 10% higher than where we are right now. When is that going to happen? I believe it's going to happen after next week. And I think the market is going to start recovering slowly after maybe like a week. So next week is probably going to be pretty red, but then towards maybe I would say like Thursday or Friday, we should see a slight recovery. Then going into the week after, Tesla also have their earnings report coming out. I see the market kind of pushing a little bit up, and as a result, NEO should be back in the $22 range. That's what I think is going to play out. Now, if you look at what else is going on, We're seeing lots of news articles coming out about why they're still very, very bullish. Many analysts are still excited for the company. They do see the company becoming profitable relatively soon. And we're seeing lots of buy ratings from many Wall Street analysts and also other places like that. So things are looking good. We did see some very good financial reports for Q4, and also the forecast is looking good too. So I'm still quite excited. I think they're going to keep growing. There is still high inflation, right? That's the uncomfortable truth right now. I think it may slow us down just a little bit for the next couple of months, but going into Q3 and the later months of the year as we expand to other countries, I see us doing way better. I would say after I would say around like June, July, by those months, I see this thing seeing much more bullish price action. I do think we're going to continue with this growth and make it well over the 30s by then quite easily. So I'm still very bullish, still very excited. I can't wait for what the future holds. If you look at what NIO puts on their Twitter page, once again, a reminder of their ES6 and Hi-Fi. Once again, amazing car, amazing, amazing, amazing innovation, and I cannot wait for what else we see coming from this company. Now, like I said before, I'm going to draw this out just real quick. I also want to actually look at technical indicators, right? I'm going to do that first. Let's actually bring up the MACD and talk about what they're showing. If you look at the MACD, the DMI, and the RSI, right now NIO is very oversold. The MACD does not look like it's curling with the 9-day moving average, so we do look like we're going to continue dropping a little bit. I'm going to be real with you. The ADX is dropping compared to where it used to be. The positive and negative lines of the DMI lines, the positive and negative ones, they're still separated. They're not coming together or crossing over, which is an indicator that we may continue to drop a little bit more. So, as stated before, the technical indicators are confirming what I'm saying. Uh, for Monday, maybe we'll see a little green, a bit of a balance. But then by Tuesday, Wednesday, I continue to see us dropping a little bit more and dropping to an even lower channel that could take us as low as $18. Just want to prepare you guys for that. But like I said before, I'm not scared. I'm not worried. I play based off what the charts tell me. And I also know, and I don't expect us to just keep dropping and just going all the way as low as like $14 to fill the gap. I don't see us dropping that low. That would be very surprising, extremely unlikely for us to drop that hard. But there is a gap there, so you should always have that at the back of your mind. But I just don't think we're going to drop that hard. I do see a gap up here, right? A gap up here. I do see us recovering within 2 weeks. So just be prepared for that. So, anyways, I want to thank you all for listening. Have a fantastic, fantastic rest of the day. Have a fantastic weekend. And remember, the short term is going to be shaky. The short term may have days like this after what's happening with our economy, what's happening around the world, what's happening with the Fed. But for the long term, the company is strong, the company is getting better, and I'm still incredibly bullish. Anyways, I thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. NIO to the moon, and peace out.